it feels like there's a whole lot of give up at a time of year where I don't find that to be, what's the word? I don't want to use the word appropriate.
Sure.
But an odd time of year,
right,
for that kind of a vibe.
Feels to me like two different conversations. So
sure,
I'll address them. I'll address them separately because for me, I've already given up on Farhan Zaidi. I don't believe that Farhan Zaidi is going to land anybody of significance. I don't believe he's going to trade and acquire anyone of significance. And no, they're not going to bring back the quote same roster, but they're not going to land a big boy. It's not what Farhan does, and I don't believe that ownership wants to spend for Yamamoto, and Shohei got $700 million for the Dodgers, so what does that do for Yamamoto? Does that lower his price? No, it raises it.
No,
so now Yamamoto, his price is $300 million and going higher, and I don't believe in this regime to spend and close and bring in a player of that ilk. So have I given up, quote unquote, on December 12th? Yes, I have.
Okay, understandable.
Now the Warriors, it's different. 10-12, you could be, like Steiny said, 18-14. You could win 8 of the next 10, and that'd be great. You could wind up as a 10 seed and be in the play-in, and I still won't give up because this team has proven they can win a championship. And you keep mentioning it, that the parade was, just about 18 months ago. Mostly the same group. They won a championship. So I believe that they can turn it around. I believe they can close out these close games. I believe they can stop blowing 20-point leads. I believe that if they get into the playoffs, they can be a tough team to deal with. So I'm not giving up on the Warriors. I've given up on Farhan.
But you've heard the comments about the Warriors. This is not even new this year.
For sure.
It was happening before they won their last title. The Warriors are done.
And I doubted that they would win that title.
Of course you did.
In full transparency.
Well, everybody doubted it.
You didn't really doubt it. You had faith. You had more faith than I did, certainly.
Yeah, well, but if you had said, do you think they're going to win a title this year? I'm like, I don't know. I have my doubts.
Right.
I didn't kiss them off like many did, but okay, great. That's also not just really, that's not my nature. That's not the way that I watch this stuff. But I get it. If I'm more patient or whatever, fine. I understand it. You don't have to sit there and watch games and be like, well, let's see what happens tomorrow. You don't have to do that. But it's sort of hitting me because it's December 12th. It's December 12th. What are you all getting out of giving up? And quite frankly, what current evidence, what you just said to me, for instance, about the Giants, you've got a ton of evidence. You don't have any in the moment. You have a ton of evidence from the past.
Right.
And
well, in the moment, it doesn't matter. In the moment, until they do something.
Correct. But I guess if they were sitting, okay, it was like plaintiff and defendant. If they were the defendant, they're like, Your Honor, I'd like a word in my defense. They would say, well, obviously, we're doing something different this year. We fired our manager. We brought in a new manager. And we've openly spoken to the fact that what we've been doing didn't work. And so we're going to have to open up our mind to new possibilities. And skepticism, I think, is like totally fair. I've got skepticism. Who wouldn't be skeptical? But the whole I got a Sharpie right here that says nope. Nope. It honestly, and we talked about this a little bit. I think it was on Friday last week. The average Giants fan out there sees the name of a free agent and literally thinks to themselves, well, there's no way in hell that person would choose us. Why would they do that? And I'm still sitting here going, well, because money's green.
Right.
And because even though you're feeling and we're feeling frustrated with the state of affairs, that doesn't actually make the Giants the dregs of Major League Baseball. They're not.
Not the dregs. That's going too far.
No, but
they're not the dregs, but they're not the elite. And this is where you and I have a difference of opinion.
I don't think they're the elite. I do if you're talking about the top 7 or 8 brands in baseball.
But it comes down to the top 3 or 4. These free agents don't go to like the 8th best franchise.
They do if they offer the most money. Yes, they do.
Well, why didn't they offer the most money for Ohtani?
That was a great question. I actually don't even know what the hell they offered. And
Right.
that one, I think even you'd admit, may be a different animal.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Ohtani said, "Hey, I handpicked them, and
I think
I gave them my price, and they did what I wanted them to do."
Shohei might have been the one pitching the teams as opposed to the other way around.
Right.
Like, hey, thanks for your $500 million offer. I got a better idea because I want whoever I join to be really good. And why should we stop at $500 million? So I got a better idea. The Dodgers are right up the road. They're really good. The ball flies in their ballpark. How about $700 million? But I know that's not really possible right now. So pay me in 10 years. I don't give a rip. That might have gone that way. That's actually my perception. Don't know if I'm right. But that one might be a different animal. But largely a free agent. If for no other reason than pressure from the players' union, it feels like a Giants fan thinks, let's take Yamamoto, for example.
Yeah.
The Mets
met with the Giants on Sunday.
The Mets offer $300, and the Yankees offer $300, and the Dodgers offer $300, and the Giants offer $375. I think many Giants fans go, maybe he's going to the Dodgers. Like, no.
I don't think the Giants would do that, though. And that's part of my skepticism.
And that's fair. That's fair. All I'm trying to whack out here, cleaning out the ear of all the wax, is that sort of like inferiority complex of situational choices for people who are about to play somewhere for 10 years, as if I'm only going to the place that's favored to win the World Series this year, and even if they offer more money, nope, because I hate them because they're a joke and they're a tire fire, and Farhan is a penny pincher.
You're going too far.
Well,
you're going too far with your conjecture.
But that's what it feels like to me on the streets, my man.
I don't think anyone is saying tire fire or bottom feeder or.
My neighbor 2 hours ago said I'm done with the Giants. Okay. I'm done. I'm done with the Giants.
Are we using your neighbor as the
and I salute you. His name is Marty. He's a wonderful guy.
He feels to me a little bit more lunatic fringe than he does.
Not at all. Not at all. He's a diehard Bay Area sports fan.
Right.
And he emotionally lives and dies with everything that's going on. And so he's on that emotional coaster.
He's on that emotional coaster.
Marty, I hope you're listening. He's listening. I guarantee it.
What up, Marty?
He's a great dude. And I bet he is emblematic of many. And he's out there going, I'm done. I'm done with the Giants. And remember, Grandy last week went, rah, 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 rah. And that's kind
I
of
missed that.
No, there you go.
He's just mad because he got ousted.
December. Oh God, we got to tell that story later. For another. Yeah, but it's December 12th,
right?
And one free agent is signed, so you can do whatever you want. But like, really, is now the time to be like, Warriors aren't winning the title? Giants aren't getting a free agent. I'm out. On December 12th?
Right.
Okay.
It's the not stove.
If you want.
It's not the hot stove. It's the not stove. And the Giants have actually signed players.
Well, that's not what we're talking about. Everybody's done that.
No, but
everybody's grabbed your.
That speaks to my point about Farhan.
But everybody's
that's a
done
Farhan
that.
special.
But everyone's done that.
He signed Yoshi
Tsutsugo.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Tsutsugo.
Yes.
Yeah. And shout out Dalton Johnson, who's a listener to the show. And
what's up, Dalton?
I hit him with a little bit of a drive by.
I saw it.
It was an unnecessary drive by.
Yeah.
But anyway, I live in the land of skepticism until Farhan actually does something.
Totally fair. That's totally fair.
You know, I look at the guys who are next to go. Yamamoto. And he met with the Giants on Sunday. And here we are on Tuesday. And Yamamoto's going to meet with many other teams. And when push comes to shove, he'll be a Red Sox. He'll be a Dodger. He'll be a Yankee. He'll be a Blue Jay.
You might be right.
He's not going to be a Giant.
You might. Okay.
So then we pivot to the next.
See, but no, why that?
Because why would he want to play for the Giants?
Okay.
Mark?
What? They're not go there. Why do you say that?
Because A, they won't overspend.
But what if they do?
But they won't.
But what if they do?
Have they ever?
But they've got to change.
Have they ever?
Dibs, they're going to get fired if they don't.
Well, he's got 3 years. The owner gave him 3 years.
Understood.
And
that's not that long.
The manager's got 3 years.
The manager just got here.
Exactly. And that's why Farhan got 3 years.
You did it. You went from skeptical to
doubting Thomas.
No, not doubting. You firmly stated,
of course.
Sharpie,
I'm waiting for you to answer my question.
What's the question?
Have they ever?
No.
Have they ever overspent, and got a guy.
Okay.
So why would they now?
2 years ago.
It's not what he does.
Have you ever had a baby in your 50s?
I hadn't, as far as I know.
And then you did. So people do stuff that they haven't been doing.
And now people can't doubt me as a procreation sensation.
Ain't nobody doubting you, brother.
Because I'm out there getting it done, and I'm looking to run it back if the wife will allow it.
Seriously?
Dude, let's go.
Come on,
as I've always told people, and this is for all you young kids out there, and you know this.
Have you been here for the last year and a half?
Having 2 kids, 2 is easier than 1. You got 3, and I mean you're 2, and then you got the 3rd down the road. I had 2 in 2 years.
Can people hear the look on my face right now?
What is the matter with you?
Oh God!
When you have 2 kids close in age, they entertain each other. Already, this baby's grinding me.
Oh God!
Dada, dada, go play with your brother. Oh, that's right. You don't have one. Let Daddy get to work on that. Putting in work.
By the way, I'm not here telling anybody what anybody's going to do. I have no idea what they're going to do.
I'm not telling you I know what they're going to do or not do.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm telling you what I believe.
Yes, you are.
I don't know, and you don't know.
No, but you see where you flipped, and what I still don't get.
I put my name on it, Mark. I'm keeping it real.
Oh, God, give me a break.
You're welcome.
Anyway.
You won't.
My point is, you're right, because I don't even know what the hell you put your name on.
I'm putting my name on the fact that they won't get any big-time free agent because he doesn't do that.
That's different. That's not what you said.
That's exactly what I said.
No, it isn't. You said he won't come here.
None of them will. Yamamoto, not coming here.
Why?
Bellinger.
Why?
Because why would you want to come here?
There you go. Let's explore that.
If you're Bellinger, you want to come here and hit sack flies to right center?
What happened to you all? What happened?
We've watched it, Mark.
What happened to your, if nothing else, for God's sake, civic pride? What happened to all of you?
I've got pride.
And you've arrived at this spot where you've decided that here is so toxic.
It's not here.
That nobody would want to come here.
I love it here. But why hasn't he been able to bring anyone here?
That's different. I got no issue with that.
It's because this team
if you want to say
not good enough.
You want to call him cheap. You want to say ineffective. You want to say, I doubt that he'll actually do what he says he's going to do. I think that's all as fair as can be. But what switched and made so many of you go, nobody would choose here if you've got choices? Why would you choose here? Here is gross. Do you all feel, is that really how you feel?
It's Anaheim North, 79 and 83. You want to sign on to be a 500 ball club? Come on out here.
For 10 years and $1 gajillion?
Right. Or you can get 10 years and $1 gajillion and go play for a winner.
You got no idea what's going to happen over the next 10 years. Less than 10 years ago, they won. So 10 years is a long time.
Yeah. And 10 years before that, it was...
Dodgers might suck in the next 10 years. I don't know. Yeah. They might. They might.
Not likely.
Not likely.
Not likely.
All right, 888-957-9570. Warrior fans, Giants fans, not Niners fans. You guys, you're all good. But is that what's needed for any sort of belief or hope? Like the unequivocal best roster in the history of ever?